What's up, guys? Paul Farmer here, Freedom Project Live, episode 54. This is where I share my experience online, results I'm getting, what I'm doing to grow my business, give you marketing tips, give you mindset tips, just share with you whatever I'm learning to help you go out and get better results in your business. So I've been doing this. I haven't done it consistently for 54 days, but this is episode 54. So I've been doing it for a while. And I just started doing this format because I'm always learning new things. And quite frankly, I'm not doing it to rank so much videos because I can rank videos very easily. Like if you type in, for example, we'll go type in Power Lead System. I can rank the video like number one, first page pretty easily. That's great. You get organic traffic and all. But talking about a company over and over again, like it gets a little bit stale. It's at least for me, I get a little tired of it. So I really like to just provide more value, talk about what's going on with me, some of the challenges I'm overcoming, I'm going through, so you can see what it really does take when it comes to creating full-time income online. Okay, so to begin today, I want to say this. I want to congratulate John Weiser for having $1,000 day already today. It's 9:22 a.m. in the 9:33 a.m. in the morning here in Texas, and he already had $1,000 day. So, and it's just going to go up from there. Now, the thing about John, and I talked about this on yesterday's episode. I talked about how, when you get a mentor, you shortcut the process. You shortcut that learning curve because you literally are told exactly what to do, and you just have to go mimic. You just have to go do exactly what they tell you to do. It's a simple concept, but it's not always the easiest thing to execute because we have all these years of really programming that we got to overcome to be open, to be teachable, to check our ego at the door, to check our pride at the door, and to realize we don't know what we're doing and we need to pay attention. So the one thing about John that's been really incredible and why he's having success, why he's getting sales pretty much on a daily basis now, is because he was teachable. In fact, out of all the people I've worked with, and I've worked with a lot of people over the years, he's by far the most teachable. I've had one other person that went on doing six figures, plus, and they were pretty teachable. But this person, John's been very teachable. Everything I've told him to do, he goes out and does. If I mention a third-party trainer, he goes and learns from those people. So that is why he's having success. That is why he's getting results. And the thing is, he works a full-time job, not a job, a career. He has a high demand job, career, and he has a family. And he's still doing, he does just about everything I do on a daily basis, but I don't go to a job. I'm at home. So it's really incredible. It just shows you what you can do when you want it bad enough and you're teachable. Very important. So I really wanted to stress that point. So I just want to share something else I'm doing now to kind of help with my mindset. So for the longest time in the morning, my routine was this. I'd wake up, I would go and I'd check my phone. I'd check my messages and I'd check my email. And what would happen is, let's say I did, if I had a sale come in, awesome, great energy, really excited. But if I didn't, then it's like I'm starting the day on a low note, low energy, and it's really not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You're setting up the day coming from bad energy, starting off the day like that. So what I've decided to do and what I've been doing is I don't even look at my email. I don't even look at my messages. I don't look at anything until I've done some personal development. I've done my workout, clear my head. And and then even then, I'm not looking at my email. I haven't looked at my email yet. I can't tell you how many sales have come in since last night. I don't know if any have come in. I don't know. I can't tell you that because I haven't looked. And I get the majority of my routine done before I even go and look at my email. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to keep my mind right. I don't want to be focused on anything that I'm going to perceive as negative. So first thing in the morning, this morning I was listening to a training my mentor did, at least part of it. And that got me in the right mindset. And then I went and I listened to another training by an 8-figure marketer. And then I worked out and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm tired right now. I'm really tired from my workout. Just 20 minutes, but it kicks your butt, man. Like I was dying, but so happy I did it because now, I have energy. I'm excited to take on the day and I just feel better. You just feel better, so it's just become a habit of mine. And I wrote down my goals this morning. I wrote down what my plan is and something like that. So one last point I want to make before I wrap this up is, I get people telling me all the time they don't have time. They don't have time. Now, I just illustrated someone who works a full-time job, has a family, not a job, a career. I mean, a high demand career, well paid, right? He has a lot on his plate, but it still manages to make the time to get the things done that need to be done in his business, in his home business, his online business. So I get people all the time telling me, I don't have time. I don't have time to do personal development. I don't have time to go through a training. I don't have time to watch that video. And we all have 24 hours in a day. So something I do to maximize time. So if I want to get my personal development in, I do it during like dead periods. So what I mean by that, so for example, if I'm brushing my teeth, I'm taking a shower, I'm washing dishes, I'm doing this stuff while I'm doing other things, but it's feeding my mind good food, right? Start my day. But that doesn't take any extra time. I'm already spending the time doing something else, but I have that playing in the background. And one of the best things I ever got, I got this for Christmas. It's just a little Bluetooth speaker. I think it was like $40-$50. I don't know how much it was. And I got it on my phone here. I turn on like a Facebook Live or an audio book, whatever. I turn it on and I just let it play while I'm doing something else. And that way I get the information in. So it always amazes me how people, like, when they ask you for information about something and you check back with them in like a week or 2 weeks or even a month down the road, and like, nope, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't had time. I'm busy. It's all BS. It's just excuses, because everybody has 24 hours in a day. Everybody has some kind of dead time throughout the day, driving, washing dishes, go for a walk. I mean, there's always something you're doing that isn't requiring a lot of mental energy, where you could be feeding your mind with good information. Okay. So I never buy that when people tell me they're too busy. That just means they don't want it. That's all that means. Okay. So that's really all I got today. Today, I'll say one more thing. I've changed up my connecting strategy. So what I was doing to begin with, I wanted to test out this guy's 8-figure marketer's strategy, how to connect with people. And it was just sending a simple message, asking people if they're open to, for example, create more income in their business. And you just do like a takeaway at the end. And I was sending out 25 to 50 of those. I was getting yeses back. But the issue was, because there was no rapport built, and I think it would work really well with a low ticket, but with something that's, more high ticket, it's going to require a little more to get started with, even though the ROI is ridiculous and the training they get is ridiculous. It takes a little bit more of the know, like, trust, because people join those who they know, like, trust, or aspire to be like. So like, or aspire to be like. Um, so what I'm doing now is I'm more or less just reaching out to people, learning about them, what they're doing. It's about them, not me. This is a lesson. It's about them, not you. It's about their problem, not yours. You learn how to talk to people and listen. That's going to get you further, okay, than just like trying to get them to join your business. Like take that off the table and listen to what they say. And what you do is you establish relationships. Maybe they don't buy that day. Maybe you don't even put your offer in front of them because it's not a good time. It's not a good fit. But down the road, and here's the thing, like, because I do this Facebook engagement where I'm always liking and commenting and connecting with people on their wall, I'm always changing people's state with my posts and my comments. They're getting to know me anyway. They're seeing me show up anyway. So I'm just going another layer by reaching out to them and connecting with them, because now, oh, okay, I remember that guy. He connected with me. So that's the approach I'm taking now. It's actually what my mentor teaches. So I'm gonna do that going forward. And just so you know, because I get people coming to me like, oh, why do you do that? Why are you messaging people? Why are you chasing people? And this stuff drives me crazy because yes, you can go out, you can have a funnel, you can run traffic to it. If people have, make a good income and have a marketing budget, great. But the thing is, if they don't know how to connect with people, if they don't know how to get them to know, like, and trust them, if they're not sharing their story, if they're not sharing value, it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. If you don't have a following, you don't have an audience, it's a waste of money. So these people out there, they're like, oh, hit that easy button. You're doing it, making it too hard. It's the wrong message, in my opinion. It's the wrong message because people need to learn how to connect with people. We're in a people business. And I have my own reasons for doing it. I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my team. I'm doing it for the person who doesn't have any money, but still wants to start creating something, right? And they can do this. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Yes, it costs time. Yes, it costs energy, but that is why I'm doing it. That's the bigger reason why I'm doing it, because quite frankly, last year, 2018, I didn't do hardly any prospecting. The only prospecting I did was the people that came to me. I had traffic running. I was doing videos, but I wasn't reaching out to people. I wasn't sharpening my axe in that regard. And I felt like, looking back, reflecting back, that set a bad precedent. Like, that was not a good example for me to set, because the majority of people don't have an audience. They don't have a following. They don't have a marketing budget, and they don't know how to connect with people. So we need to give them something that they can do, meet them where they're at, right? Like, give them resources. Well, use their resources, use the resources they have, because we all have resources. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean you can't make money. That's a myth. And I always say that, I get people coming to me like, oh, I have no success because I have no money. And that was me for the longest time. I used that as a crutch, but there's over 2 billion people on Facebook. I'm not saying you're reaching out to all those people. Obviously, they're not all qualified. But don't you think out of 2 billion people, you're going to get some people that want to come work with you if you just reach out to them and connect with them and find out what their problem is and offer them a solution? Don't you think if you did that enough times, something would come of it? It absolutely would. It absolutely would. So that's really something that bothers me when I see, top marketers pretending that, oh, I just made $200,000, but they don't really tell you what they're spending. They don't really tell you what they're doing. They just tell you what the money they're making, but you don't know that they spent like 100,000 to make that 200,000. So, and I'm getting a call right now, so bear with me. And I don't know how to shut it off. Let me see. Oh boy. No, just shut it off. All right, it stopped. Live video. There you go. Now you know I'm live. You got my phone going off. I don't even know how to shut it off. I don't know. It's probably someone calling about something I'm doing, but about my business. But anyway, that's really it for today. My main point today was be teachable. You're never too busy. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have resources we could tap into. Quite literally, I could take somebody, if they are open and teachable, I could take somebody that has like no money, or let's say they have $20. Let's bring it down $7. If you're teachable, you have $7. Again, teachable, $7. I could get you making money. Okay, I know how to do it, but you got to be teachable, and you got to understand it's going to take some time to get in momentum. But you could start with $7. Quite frankly, you could start with $7 and work your way up. So you could actually scale up till you're making like $1,000 sales, but you start with 7 because that's all you can do. Now, is that the best thing to do? Heck no. No, that's going to make it way more difficult for you. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to go get it. If you want it bad enough, you're going to make it happen no matter what, and nothing's going to stand in your way. If you have access to Facebook, then you have an endless amount of resources right at your fingertips. You could be reaching out to people. You could be making videos. You'll be posting things that are going to attract people to you. And it's the same process. I don't care if you're $7, $1,300. I don't care where you're at. It's the same process. The only difference is when you're a lower ticket offer. So when you're like at $7, let's say $7, for example, you can get away with going and asking people if they're open to something without really building a lot of rapport. It's $7, for God's sake. But when you're above $1,000 starting cost, now you got to build more rapport. That's the only difference, but it's the same process. And if you understand that process, it's just getting people to see your offer, getting people to know, like, and trust you through stories, through sharing results from your team. You don't even have to have results. You could share results from your team, from other people, and you piggyback off of that. You use those stories to get yourself going because you don't have any results. Obviously, every business I start, I don't have results when I first start. I got to use other stories to get the ball rolling, right? And then when you get results, then you snowball from it. And one of the fastest way to really start getting results, if you have the money, is to get like traffic going to get some results. But then you go on social media, share those results, and that attracts people to you, which will help you get more results. But that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is just bust your butt, be teachable, get out there, connect with people, and you'll start getting a story that way. And you can use results for anything. Like I've used results, like it could be leads, it could be a conversation you had, a breakthrough somebody had. I mean, it could be anything that shows that you're moving the bar, something's happening, something positive is happening. It doesn't have to be an outlandish big figure. Like a lot of people think they got to put big money income up and show that so people will come and want to work with them. But here's the thing. If you put, what I've experienced is when you put too big of an income number up, it turns people off. It scares them. It makes them think that in their mind right away they shut off. I can't do that. There's no possible way. But if you put up a smaller number, so like say, oh, I just made $50, that's something they can relate to. Subconsciously, they can relate to that. And I used to think, oh man, who's going to care about $50? Like to me, like I don't even pay any attention to that. But that's a big deal to many, many people who haven't made any money. You see what I'm saying? So I've gone all over the place today. I just had a lot I wanted to share. I didn't start that way, but this stuff starts flowing. And, if you guys ever want me to cover anything or answer any of your questions or anything like that, just leave me a comment, let me know. I more or less do this to help you. It makes me sick that 97% of people fail online. I don't understand it. It doesn't have to be that way. It's not that complicated of a process. If you really want a shortcut, you want to stop struggling, you want to create full-time income, because it's very possible. You want to do it faster, sooner than later. Right below this video, there's a link and it says, get millionaire mentoring. Do it. If you want to stop struggling. I'm dead serious. You're going to get ongoing live training. You're going to get interactive training with a multimillionaire marketer. In my opinion, that's priceless. That's my opinion, though. That's how I feel about it. I've been doing this for a while, and I know the mistakes I've made in the past, and the biggest mistake was trying to figure it all out on my own. If that's something too big for you, right above that is the system I have used to create a full-time income online. It's my backbone business. I use it for everything. Provides training, provides tools, provides everything you need. Lucrative compensation plan, and it's very affordable. Actually, they give you a 7-day free trial. 7 days. So check that out. All right. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. By the way, last thing, I should have Tuesday's webinar up on my channel later today. If you're on my email list, I'll be emailing that out to you. So check that out. We talked about some pretty valuable tips about how to get better results in your marketing online, on Facebook mainly. And with that, make a great day. I'll see you next time.